Happy Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in and for choosing to spend some of your time with me. It's your girl, Milagros here. And during the month of December, we are focusing on joy. Now, I'm going to be real honest with you. At the beginning of this month, when I received this idea to focus on joy, or rather the theme of the month was going to be joy, I thought, I got that. Joy? Absolutely. I could do that all day, every day, right? And then life hits you. Whoosh, right? And it was like, oh, now I really have to test my abilities to remain joyful no matter the condition or the circumstance, because it's easy to say that you can stay joyful when the condition and the circumstances align as such that it's like, that makes sense to be joyful. But when it doesn't, then you have to really tap in. You have to choose to be intentional. First of all, you have to choose to be aware. Then you have to choose to be intentional. And then you have to choose to be consistent in keeping yourself aligned with joy. So here are 3 things that I've been doing over the past week to keep myself from spinning out in order to keep myself aligned with joy. The first one is this. I always ask myself, what's joyful about this? No matter what the situation is, there is an opportunity to find joy in it. And I realized this over the weekend when I was working out. As I was doing squats, no lie. I'm like, what's joyful about this? I'll tell you what, my legs work. They're getting stronger. I'm supporting my joints. That brings me joy. When I had the women in my fitness class doing planks and knee tucks, I'm saying, what's joyful about this? And they're saying, my arms are strong enough to hold up my body. I'm building strength in my shoulders, and so on and so forth. I use exercise as a metaphor because it's the first one, as an example, because it is the first one I can think of. But you can use that for any situation. You get a flat tire. What's joyful about this? I have a cell phone that works. I can reach out to someone or AAA for services. There's another tire in my trunk. There's always something, and we just have to be willing to, 1, be aware enough that when the opportunity presents itself, we ask the question, what's joyful about this? 2, to be intentional about seeking out things that are joyful. And then 3, to be consistent in asking ourselves and aligning ourselves accordingly. All right, so that's the first one. The second one is finding reasons to celebrate. So no matter what it is, no matter how small it is, we have to get better at finding small reasons to celebrate our accomplishments and our achievements, because that helps us align with joy, and it helps us recognize the goals that we've accomplished, recognize our achievements, and kind of tick stuff off of our list. When I subbed recently at Sizer School, one of the students there were 3 things written on the board. He had an assignment he had to do the second he walked in. He had to take a quiz, and then he had to create a chart. So he says, okay, I'm so overwhelmed. What do I have to do? I said, okay, first you have to take a deep breath. Did you do the first thing that's written on the board? He said, yeah, I did that yesterday. Awesome job. High five. He said, why are we high fiving? I said, because we celebrate our small victories. And he laughed. And then I said, did you do the quiz? He goes, yep, I just finished taking the quiz in the other space that I was in. Great job. High five. He's like, why are we high fiving? And he's smiling while he's saying it. And I said, because we have to celebrate our victories. You did it. Whether or not you pass is a different story. You completed this task. You did it. Check. And he's like, oh. And then he's smiling. And he goes, I didn't finish my chart yet, but as soon as I do, can I come back and get another high five? Yes, you can. And you should, right? We have to get better at celebrating our small victories because it brings joy. And more importantly, when we're able to do that for ourselves and then we're able to do that with and for other people, it brings them joy. And joy is this thing that continuously multiplies. Okay, and then the third thing is to smile more. If I probably did a video about this. I feel like I did. Maybe I just sing it all the time to myself. But if you're happy and you know it, tell your face, right? We have to get better at smiling. Did you know, scientifically, studies have proven that smiling when you're by yourself and for no apparent reason actually improves your creativity, it improves your effectiveness, it improves your ability to interact with other people, and it literally boosts hormones in your body that make you feel happier, and all you're doing is smiling. We just have to get better at smiling for no reason. So when I feel myself, especially these days, life it's thrown a few opportunities for me to, I was going to say challenges, but they're not. They're opportunities for me to show and prove my ability to stay joyful. And when I was able to line myself up accordingly, small victory, I did that. Woohoo! right? What's joyful about this? I create a list and then I smile. And in between those moments, I try to be as aware and intentional as much as possible to smile. I was driving in the car earlier and I felt myself feeling a little bit sad. And so I decided instead I'm not gonna go there. And I'm not saying deny your feelings. Absolutely not. If you've been listening to any of my videos, you know how important it is to allow yourself to sit and process those feelings so that they don't come up at the craziest times and come and get you, right? But I knew in that moment that wasn't what I needed, right? It was just a thought that was creating this feeling. So and then I felt better. I really did. Because when you smile, your brain starts to think of more reasons to smile. And it made me think of my daughter. It made me think that my car works. And it made me think that my body's functional. And it made me think that I'm hungry, but I have food in my car because I have my lunchbox back here. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay, joy. So, quick recap. Ask what's joyful about this, no matter the situation. Become aware, intentional, and consistent in asking yourself that question. Find reasons to celebrate little tiny victories all the time, because it's really important that we do that. And when we accomplish those little things, it gives us the confidence to build up to do the bigger things. And then smile more, just because, or for no apparent reason. That's what I have for you today. I hope that this was beneficial. If you know someone who can benefit from it, please share it, because sharing is caring. And that contributes to more joy. I hope you have a great rest of your week, a fantastic, super sparkly weekend. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel. I don't know where the thing is going to be, over there somewhere. Subscribe. And I love you so much, and there's nothing you could do about that. And so knowing that you're loved should also help you feel more joyful. I don't know. I'm just saying. It does for me. Talk to you soon. Peace.